Good morning, welcome to Look and See Outdoors. I know it's been maybe a couple of weeks since I've last posted a video, and this morning is such a beautiful morning. If my camera will work with me, everything's kind of funky here with it this morning. So I'm looking for a few resources on what I want to share this morning. So I'm just kind of out looking for a couple of items. I saw a video sometime in the past and was inspired. This is not an idea that is unique to me and mine. I know when you get into the world of videos and TikToks and YouTube and Instagram and I guess Twitter, any of these platforms that share videos and people show these things, they kind of present them as if they invented a particular thing. I don't know if that is an actual truth, because I believe it was King Solomon that wrote in the Book of Solomon or Ecclesiastes, one of those books of the Old Testament, and he stated that there's nothing new under the sun. And I believe that to hold truth. I think some folks may kind of add their little bit of flair to it, but still, all in all, the idea has already been made and presented. And it may have been a while since it's been revisited. So this idea that I am going to share this morning is not something that I designed and discovered, and as in Christopher Columbus discovering the New World. So as soon as I can find some of these resources, we'll get to it. As I'm out looking around, I come across an interesting feature in a pine tree. This is a cat face, that's what we call them here. And if this tree decides it's time to break, chances are this is where it's going to break. And oh man, look, poison ivy. Oh, no, that's not poison ivy, that's Virginia creeper. See it? A harmless vine. Got an interesting theory about cat faces. A lot of people in the Bigfoot world, they come and they find trees bent over or broken, and right away they say that a Bigfoot did it. What I think majority of the time it is, a cat face was in the tree, and it's a weak spot. A lot of you timber cruisers, when they come through an area, they skip these trees because this tree would not be good for boardwood or anything. And I think what simply happens is the tree gets to a point and it breaks, snaps off at that point. And a lot of times people come through, the Bigfoot enthusiasts, such as myself, and they say, oh, a Sasquatch did this. So, anyhow, my search continues. Thought I would share this little beauty of a large bush, small tree, Grancy graybeard. These little blooms here. Honeybees love this tree. So if you have honeybees in your area, I would highly recommend planting these. I have two here. I'm going to put some more out. Grancy graybeard. Cannot think of the scientific name, but maybe it will come to me. This one is blooming out real nicely this year. Beautiful. All right, my quest continues for resources. Ooh, I think I see some. All right, so I'm standing, walking around, and I'm finding some. And I keep looking, and I'm just about saying, okay, I got enough. And boom, find just a bit more. So I'm going to collect this, and then we're going to work on the project. All right, all the resources that I was needing, I found. And now I want to get my stove lit. The wonderful world of fat lighter. Smoke always kind of chokes me up a little bit. Get a big old fat piece going. This stuff is wonderful. Magic. That's not magic, it's just great stuff. Wonderful resources all around us. You just kind of have to get out and look for it. A little energy spent, warm me up. So I'm going to let that keep going and get this little project going this morning. This portion of Look and See Outdoors is brought to you by Strange Beast Hard Kombucha. For all your healthy gut needs, Strange Beast. Hard Kombucha. I'm kidding. This is not sponsored by anyone. No one sponsors this channel. So, but it's always fun to pretend. Anyway. Alright, so what I'm doing this morning, I'm going to make a natural candle. So, what that entails, what's a natural candle? Well, all the ingredients, materials, except for the wick part, which it's hemp rope is what I'm going to use. And I guess if you have the knowledge of growing hemp and processing hemp and are a rope maker, you can do that. However, I do not grow hemp and I am not a rope maker. So I have hemp that I purchased, hemp rope that I purchased. And I'll be using that for the wick. Just getting this fire going. What I was doing earlier, I was trying to collect some resin from the pines, and I think it's still kind of early. As it warms up, that stuff will ooze more. The sap will rise more. And where there's those cat faces and wounds on the pines, you'll find the that sap, and it's usually in big gobs of it. I think I found one last year and shared it on a video, and it looked like a cat eye or a dragon's eye. Ow! Just trying to get this going so I'll have some heat. I'm going to put some of the pine, that sap in this, and I'm going to warm it up. And that will be my fuel source in the candle. So let's get this going here. Here I am talking like a radio. Hey, let's get this going. Don't know why I do that. Alrighty. Tell you what, you gotta be careful of these little knots. They don't feel good. Going up into your knee. So I want to make this thing maybe, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 inches. On a piece about like this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to baton it into 4 separate pieces. See how this goes. I think the wood that I have is maple. It's seasoned. So now I'll get these pieces back together. And what I'll need to do, I'll need to create a little reservoir for when I have these pieces put back together. And so I'll have to clean this from about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches up to the top. And you just basically take your knife and do it like that. Alright, so now I need to make a little area to where the resin will go. Alright. Simply take your knife and just kind of clean that edge as so. Don't need to remove much. Just by the way, this is the first time I've ever made one of these, so this is fun for me. See how this looks. I think I'm getting it pieced back together. Can make it a little bigger. I want to remove a little more. Did you get the idea there? Mo better. Alright, then I'll take some of my rope and we'll secure the pieces back together with a constrictor knot. And then we'll pack this with the pine resin and the wick from the hemp rope. What are these called? Plats, little rope plats. Just want to take one and plaited rope. Is that what these are called? Plats. Back in the day of my living history, we used this stuff for tying our tents down, staking them down, and securing them. You can make it smaller here, guys. Bang. And for the wick, you'll definitely want to process it down to a smaller size. I'm not going to bore y'all with this. Cool thing about hemp rope, it's all natural fibers. And man, you can really process it down to like hair-like fibers and make a bird's nest to create a fire bundle. So keep that in mind. This stuff is very useful to keep in your kit. You can do all kind of things. Kind of got carried away there. But that's basically about how far I want to get it to use the rope for my constrictor knot to go around the candle. So. Yeah, just remember when you're making this, the deeper you make this, the more resin it's going to take. Seemed like in the video I saw, the guy was using resin from a spruce tree. Those videos always seem perfect. They walk up and the material is just like ready to use. So I don't know if there's some fabrication going on off screen and then they film it. It's not going on here. It's all 100% factual. What you see is what you get. I'm processing this as I go along. Except the rope, but I did tell you all about the rope. I think that's the constrictor knot. Gets tighter and tighter. Alright. And you just clean up the rope. And I forgot how strong hemp rope is. Alright, ta-da! And now here we are. So see how the resin's going. What I'm wanting to do with this resin, I just wanted to get it where it's more pliable. Sometimes you find that it is real gooey and pliable. Alright, so that's getting the consistency that I want. But I want to let it go a little longer, so I'm going to let it fret a little longer. And then I'll probably let this piece be my wick. Or I may just break it down one little more. Yeah. And what I'll do, I'll saturate this with the resin. You'll see how. All right, while I'm letting that pine resin warm up, thought I'd share some good news. My newest son was born this past week. Sunday night, my wife went into labor. 1:42 a.m. on April Fool's Day. Micah Allen Wynn came into the world. And he is doing well, and Mommy is doing well also. They came home yesterday. We've been on spring break this week, so fortunately everything is working out with us there. Had some issues with travel. You know, sometimes you have these problems arise, and fortunately, when you have good friends, you find out who your friends are, as Tracy Lawrence once said. Amen. And problems were solved, and here we are this beautiful morning. So I had to restoke the fire just so I can get that heat generated a little more. The pine sap is not where I want it to be. I don't want it to be liquefied, but I want it to be more like a paste. So it's getting there. Here's a fun word for us, if I'm saying it correctly. Bacillus coagulans. Speaking on the kombucha, I enjoy drinking kombucha. I came across these at a local Publix. This is a product that's put out by Sierra Nevada. It's a kombucha, but it is a hard kombucha, so that means it has certain amount of alcohol content. I think all kombucha has some alcohol content. The ones that you can buy in where the fruit and vegetables are, I don't think it has much. Probably just micro amounts of alcohol. But it is a fermented tea, and it's supposed to support and improve healthy bacteria in your gut. This is very tasty. It's not something you want to pound, that's for sure. Just a good sipping beverage. It's refreshing. It is ginger, lemon, and hibiscus. Feed me a Seymour. Do y'all remember that movie, Little Shop of Horrors? That's what that looks like there. What was that plant's name? Seymour was the guy who grew him. Wasn't he a dentist? I can't remember, but he had that little plant and he would feed the people that he thought were bad to the plant. So, you know, I wonder if that was kind of an altered idea, and that he was really killing those people himself. And he, in his twisted imagination, he fabricated this carnivorous plant that he was feeding them to. Something to think about there. Darby's joined me. What's up, man? So imagine him being out and roaming around. Probably one of my boys, if not two of them. I know it's not Micah because he's not that big yet. What's up, Darby? The constrictor knot. That knot, kind of think like a snake, comes around, comes back over, and it works its way back up and through, and then it tightens. And the more you tighten it, the tighter it gets, just like a snake constrictor. A constrictor around here are our rat snakes, our king snakes. And that's how they kill their prey. They seize it, and then they entwine their bodies around it and just squeeze. So that's the purpose of a constrictor knot. Constricts. And I am impressed with these silky big boys. I picked this up at a local hardware store. And this is my favorite saw. It is a good size, but I'm going to tell you what. It's slimline and it is very packable. It fits in my pack. Man, I'm going to tell you what. You can stick this in your back pocket and kind of ease around with it. Another favorite, probably my second favorite, are these Corona, if I'm saying it right. Yeah, these little saws are awesome. This saw is about $15 to $20. Very small, compact, but it's got a big boy saw to it. The way that is, man, it'll really cut. And I believe these are 80 to 100, depending on where you buy them. Two great saws. Alright, so I put my rope down in there. I may have it too long, I don't know. Here again, I've never made this, so this is a learning process for me, and I think it's going to be not good right at the moment. But I'm going to figure it out. I think what I need to do is just probably... Yeah, because this ain't going to work out. That's getting all... I don't know. You know what? I bet I can make this work out. I got to see how hot this stuff is. It looks pretty hot, but then... Ah, okay. That's good. Alright. So, that's going to be my wick. Going to be a thick wick. I don't know of any wrong way or right way to do this other than just do it. But that is going to be very flammable. I'm going to take this end and I'm going to stick it down in here. Boom. Boom, look at that. And then I will take the rest of this resin and I'm going to work it down in there. So let's get this. That is very pliable now, so I'm going to work it down in the top of this candle. Alright guys, so I'm sure there's a better way as usual. And what I had to do, I had to heat this resin up, and it'll dry out and harden rather quickly once you get it away from the heat. But I think this is going to work. Shall we see? My natural candle. Check that out. Oh, that'll burn the shit-ticky out of you. I'm going to relight it. Wish it was darker. So that was pretty cool. That's a neat little project. A natural candle. Let's set this puppy down. I'm going to relight it. Boom. Oh yeah, I like this. Check this out. What do you guys think? I see some things I can do to make it better. However, being that it's my first time, always a learning curve. I'd put out some light right there. That'll cool off, it'll harden up, and you can put it in a pack. Bring it along with you. Alright, man, it smells good too. It's been a while since I've been bushcrafty. So I like this. That's putting out a very pleasant aroma. That would keep bugs at bay. Definitely would. It sounds like a Christmas tree. So that's kind of a good idea, guys. I'm glad I saw that video when I did and remembered it. Had a little time this morning to get out and do some bushcrafting. That's definitely a bushcraft idea. Alright everyone, I hope y'all enjoy this video. And I'm not going to tell you to like this video, because it seems like when you tell people to do something, they don't want to do it. Or maybe I should tell you, don't like this video. Anyway guys, appreciate those of you who do support this channel. And hopefully I'll be producing more videos in the near future with some awesome content that everyone will enjoy. You can't please everybody. So I'm going to clean up here. I'm going to finish my kombucha. And probably going to do a good workout. I've been needing to do that. This week has been busy with the newborn. And just trying to take care of everyone. The kids are so excited and they're enamored with him. It's kind of like having a new puppy for them. But I hope that the love will last and grow every day for him. And they will just keep on keeping on with him and helping us out. Because it's good when you have a support team with a newborn baby. And as he grows. So y'all enjoy your day. Let me share this with you before I get out of here. I always love sharing this beautiful bluebird sky up through the canopy of those trees. Look at old Glory waving right there. That's beautiful. Gives me chills. Alright everyone, y'all have a wonderful day and I will see you next time.